Hi everybody, Ben Gause with Chicago Title and
Jared Larkin, Chicago Title.
Darrell with Remax Properties.
we're here. We're going to do a market update. Presently we're in September 2025. Darrell and I were talking, it feels like the market's been changing for forever. But just kind of like looking at what's happened June, July into August. Transactions seem to be going through an ebb and flow, up kind of down in July, and then transaction count under contract back up in August. What's it feel like out there if you're a buyer or a seller?
It seems like it's really, the buyers are being extremely picky right now. If a house isn't turnkey, it's not ready to go, they're moving on to the next house. So for the sellers that have their house ready to go, they're doing just fine, and it really doesn't matter too much to them. But for the sellers that are, need some updating or whatnot, it's a bit of a challenge, and they're having to do some price improvements for sure. And for buyers, they've got a lot of stuff to pick from. We have the highest inventory that we've had since 2014.
Wow.
So they've got a lot of stuff to pick from right now.
Where do you see, interest rates are doing whatever interest rates are going to do? It's hard to predict whether they go up or down. Right now in September, it kind of feels like they might be able to trend downward, but do you think that has any effect on what the average buyer?
I think the news plays a lot in it, because like right now we're at 11-month low for interest rates, but just even the talk of the Fed lowering the rates, even though that doesn't necessarily correspond to mortgage rates, seems to get people have a little more consumer confidence out there, and they're back out. So we had several open houses this last weekend, and we have more traffic at them than we've seen in months.
Okay, so it gets the phone ringing.
Absolutely.
If the news is going, the phone starts ringing.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, we've got several under contract in the last week. So yeah, just seeing a lot more activity, showing activity, offer activity. So it's been nice to see the buyers out there again. Now that kids are back in school, it's time to go buy.
All right. Well, and we've got the numbers here, and I won't go to the exact pricing, but if we just kind of look from June to July to August, whether you're looking at the average price or the median price, there appears to be a shift, right? Are you seeing that in the marketplace?
Yeah, we've seen a shift. I think the median price was down 4% from July to August, and down about 5% from June to August. So we're definitely seeing a bit of a shift. And what you and I were talking about earlier, on a weekly basis, about 15% of the entire inventory in the MLS is doing price reductions.
Wow.
So like just right now, as of today, the last 7 days, there have been too shy of 700 price reductions in the last week.
Out of how many approximately are on the market?
About 4,000, so yeah, about 15%.
Yeah, so it's a significant number. Are trying to figure out if that's what needs to get them to move, right?
Yeah. And once you get to that right price, then it'll typically go pretty quickly. But it's just right now it's a challenge to find the right price.
Yeah.
And even trying to figure out what's going to sell or not sell. We've had listings that we thought would sit that sell right away. We've had ones we thought would sell right away that sit. So it's hard to figure out the buyers at the moment.
Yeah. And you still don't have any context on that. You can't figure out why some move and some don't.
We've been really surprised this year on what goes and what doesn't go.
I feel like at the beginning of this year, it was very clear if the house wasn't turnkey, like it was going to sit, and then if it was turnkey, it was going to move faster. But now it's just, like you said, it's just kind of a crapshoot on, we don't know what's going to go. Yeah. If you had a crystal ball for what's going to kind of happen for the rest of the year in terms of the market and where things are going with pricing, what do you think? What's Darrell's take on where the year is going to finish out?
Typically for me, almost every year, September, October, November is my second busiest 3 months of the year. And as we saw from the number of under contracts in August, that's already going to be playing out in September. And as our team is seeing, quite a few under contracts right now. So I think the trend is going to continue. So the next 3 months should be good. I like this time of year because the tire kickers are gone. The sellers that aren't motivated are gone. And people aren't moving this time of year because they want to. They're moving because they have to.
Got it. Are you having any conversations with people that are planning to maybe sell next spring? Does that seem to be kind of conversations that are coming along now that will gear up and get ready for next year?
We've got a few for sure that are coming up next year. And the one thing that's really changed with sellers is just the conversation of, we need to get your home here if we're going to get it sold. So we're taking a lot more time getting homes ready to put them on the market so that they can be competitive.
Got it. Cool.
Well, Darrell, thanks for your time here. I think that's a pretty good overview of what's going on in the market, and appreciate your insight into maybe you're a perfect crystal ball for what might happen. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see how it plays out over the next couple of months, but certainly some interesting numbers to see where transaction volume is fluctuating kind of like that, and prices seem to be being impacted a little bit right now. So
Absolutely.
For anyone that's watching right now, if they have questions on the market or maybe pricing on their home, if they wanted to reach out to you since you're the expert, how can they get a hold of you?
Probably the easiest way is my cell phone, 719-216-2165.
All right, easy. Great. Well, thanks for sharing a little bit on the market with us. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me in.
Yeah.
thanks.